And good evening and welcome to episode 47 of Endless Banter. Tonight we have a special episode. This episode has been planned for a little while, but we've not gone through with it. So tonight is the night we will be running the big chase. This is called Paul versus the World. But before we start the show, everybody, if you wouldn't mind sharing this through Facebook, sharing it through YouTube, sharing it on all that sort of social medias, would really appreciate it. As I said in the post earlier, you'll be able to win some prizes tonight if you do beat Paul in the chase. And before we start tonight's show, I will let you know Paul knows none of the questions, none of the answers. Paul is going to sack me if I make him look like a cunt.
I didn't know until we just been talking for 10 minutes. I didn't even know what the essence of the game show was. Devices.
This is just all a big show that we're going to do tonight. Just have a little laugh and that. So, Paul, how's this week been? What are you drinking? What are you vaping? What are you have for tea? How are you?
I'm vaping some 12 milligram Heisenberg. I've had a real issue the last few weeks. I've had an issue with tasting anything. So, but the only thing I can taste is in Tappy Philip box. She's got some shady vaping red slush, and it's not the sort of flavour I'd ever vape. But it's fucking fire.
Is it going to be the same flavour as what we're releasing in the salts?
Yeah, that's what we're releasing in the salt stuff.
Boom.
We also do the short fill as well, and it genuinely is fucking the liquid's quality. But we never used to do it in a 10 ml. So they dropped it in a 50 ml. We had it in that, and I was like, "You need to put this in 10 ml for me." And then when I got the list of the salts that they're launching, red slushy weren't on it, and I was like, "Mate, where's red slush?" And he's like, "Oh, I can't do it because it's actually another branded flavour that they do. It's like it's not called red slush, but it's a liquid they do. But they've done it after we've done it in the short fill."
Right.
Because it's their liquid and we white label it, I couldn't really say fuck all. But it's a big brand. It's a big brand who do the liquid for us. And I was like, "You need to fucking do me slushy and salts." And he was like, "I can't because we've dropped it in our salt range." And I was like, "I don't give a fuck. I want it in 10 mils." And he was like, "Ah." So in the end,
he knows what he's been discussing.
We got it. So
love it.
But so yeah, I've used Bloodsucker for probably 4 or 5 months, and actually I really like it. But the last couple of, I think I might have even said last week, I was having issues with taste and changing coils and fucking about, and then at work, my cousin who works for me at the factory also vapes. He normally, well, to be fair, he will never put menthol in the device he uses for Heisenberg, and he'll never put Heisenberg in the device he uses Bloodsucker in. So he's got about 5 flavours and 5 devices, and that's his menthol one, that's his Heisenberg one, that's his Bloodsucker one, that's his ice menthol one. He's got a bit of OCD, to be fair. Like, we literally go into his office daily and fuck about with his desk. So I had to go on his yesterday, and I was like, I need some menthol back in my life. So
do you think it's because you've been used, because you do use menthol quite
often? Whether
often?
it's the aniseed in the Bloodsucker.
That's
something in Bloodsucker that started to like just mute my palate, definitely. Because actually, I used to really enjoy Heisenberg, and I'm vaping it, but I'm not enjoying it.
You're just losing flavour. Is that what you're losing a lot of, like, just the initial hit, or is it aftertaste, or what?
I don't know. Today, for some reason, like my coil's probably getting on for a week. I don't think I've changed it since last. I reckon I changed it. No, we done the show last week, didn't we?
Yeah, we did show last week. Yeah.
I think I changed it last Tuesday. I don't think I've changed it since then. But I changed it on the Friday before that and the Wednesday before that. And I
thought, because you went through like 4 coils in one day, didn't you?
It's like just fucking doing my head in. But actually, I feel like today it's as if the coil's broken or something. I don't know. Just seems. But that says, mate, this fucking set smashes leak for a joke. Today, I went to a meeting at my MD's office, and I've got no liquid, so I left his office, drove to my office, which is literally around the corner. But I was going into town afterwards, so I drove round to his office to drive straight into town. I had no liquid in my tank, so I dry heated the shit out of myself in his office. After the meeting, went round, run upstairs, got the bottle of liquid, filled it up, walked round town for no more than 45 minutes. Went back to my office, went back to his office. I was there for 10 minutes and I hardly vaped. Went back to my office. I was video called, Tasha video called me and I weren't really vaping then. Jumped in my car, drove to Warsaw. So I was in my car for about half an hour vaping what would have been pretty much a brand new tank of liquid. I had a meeting from 2:30 and I come out of there at 4:15, 4:30, something stupid like that. Drove home and it needed filling again. And I'm like, and it's not leaking. There's no leak. You actually don't leak from anywhere. Don't gargle it. Don't do fuck all. It's mint. I love this tank, but I don't know why it's so thick. Saying that, I don't know if it's even 2 mil. I'm guessing it is 2 mil, but I don't feel like it holds 2 mil.
I feel it don't hold 2 mil. I think because when you take your bottle out, your bottle breathes and pulls liquid back out.
Yeah, well, obviously, like if I'm using a vampire vape tip or maybe even a shady vaping tip, let me have a look. Yeah, so the shady vaping tips are similar to vampire vape tips. So obviously, it goes right through the hole. So you squeeze it all the way full, and as you let go of the bottle, it sucks a fucking mil back out the cunt.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
So what I've started doing was squeezing it and then pulling my bottle out and letting my bottle breathe once I've filled it out. But I still feel, I don't know. I'm guessing, I've never counted how many fills I get out of a bottle, to be fair. Because sometimes, say if I'm leaving for work in the morning and there's a quarter of a tank, I'll fill it up just so I ain't got to fuck about on my way in. So I don't always get it bone dry and then fill it. So I don't know how many fills I get, but I just feel like it's not 2 mil. That said, I'm going through liquid like fucking jokes. Like I've done a bottle of 10 mil the other day in a day. I ain't doing a bottle of 10 mil for fucking ever.
Do you think that's? But for me, it's not the coil though, because it never did that in the old style Nautilus.
No, but I don't know whether it's because it's not got different airflow. Maybe it must burn more liquid. You must. I don't know. Because the mad thing is, like, literally, you can suck this tank. Sometimes I've literally took an inhale and not even knew whether it was firing because it's that quiet.
There it is.
To me, Nautilus is of time gone by. You'd always hear it crackling and doing and whatever, and I don't know.
Yeah, because I don't know about you, but I prefer it. I think with the smaller rolls, it's too restricted for me. I like it wide open.
No, well, I have it wide open on all the small holes.
Yeah, I have it wide open on the full width, and that's how I love it.
Not really made to long it like that.
I get a proper scratch like doing it like that.
I can, but do you not find it harsher the more restricted the airflow is?
Yes, he's a lot more of a smash than it. A lot more of a smash. But I really enjoy it. It's my all day. That's all I use all the time.
Airflow control on it is fucking badass because actually, if you get down to one hole on the airflow, it's fucking tight, man.
How many times have you tried to change the coil though, and ended up with the coil stuck in the chimney?
Every single time without fail, and you know, it's the only mod I've ever had where whenever I have to get my core kit out to take the coil out because I need to get some pliers on it to get it out the chimney. And it's the only kit I've ever had where when I screw the core back into the base, I use the pliers to tighten it back into the base. I've even tried not going in full hog on the fucking bottom.
It's weird as fuck.
But then I had issues with fucking not connecting properly, and I was like, fucking hell. I've never took it out, and I said to my cousin last week, he's like, how do I change the coil on this? And I was like, they're a pain in the ass because you either need scissors or tweezers or something, and I undone these and it comes straight out, and I was like, no way.
I think I've done it once where I've not managed to take coil out. But what weird is you screw it into that base and then you're unscrewing exactly the same thing you screwed to put it in, and it's fucking loose.
What do you mean?
As in, you screw it into the base, obviously with the connection on the bottom, the coiling, don't you? And then you screw that in, and then you're not using any other different to screw it back out. I don't understand how it's loosening.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I've even nipped it up into the base with the pliers, just so when I do take it back out, it's stuck in the base.
Yeah.
Not a prayer, mate. Look, I guess you can't change the glass on this tank.
No, you can't.
So you break the glass, the tank's scrap, innit?
Yeah, because it's all built in, because you can't even take it apart to clean it. But I've always used just lukewarm water, and it air dries. Before I've even got back to the seat, it's air dried, so it is quite good at that. I've never had an issue with sort of, if when you fill it back up and you know you've got that tad bit of water left in it.
Yeah.
and you can hear the water burning as you set your coil up the first time. I've never ever had that issue at all. So they are pretty good at washing out and leaving to air dry. Literally a few seconds and they're done. So, but I love them. I think they're brilliant. So let's get into this. I want to mention one thing that I do want to discuss before we go live. So what I'll do is I'll send the first person the link to start this show off. But I do want to discuss something first before we go into it. At the moment in the news, we're seeing all this Brexit. We're not getting into a political debate, don't worry about it. But we're seeing all this Brexit shit and the time's running out and everything like that and whatnot. Do you believe the vaping industry will have an issue if Brexit becomes a thing? As in the vaping industry would have an issue, sort of import and export and stuff like that.
Mate, the bottom line is they're gonna, even if I don't think we'll have a no deal Brexit, but I think we should, because I think they should tell them bollocks. But there's gonna have to be some sort of, I mean, I don't know. Maybe there'll just be a no deal and shit's got to be sorted out from the 29th of March. I don't fucking know. We'll see. But I'd imagine there'll be some sort of import-export allowance, because if they can do a deal, then they can have up to 2 years to transition. So I don't know. I just want to say something before we start. I've seen a post. Well, Tasha sent me a link today. I think you'd sent her from someone in Hertfordshire. Or Tasha sent
it to me, yeah.
But she thought it was Hereford originally, but it's actually Hertfordshire, of someone that has been arrested and bailed for selling what I believe, I don't know, because I read the story briefly while I was driving. But basically, they were selling CBD. They got a sale done via someone from Trading Standards. They've analysed the liquid and it's showing Class B, so it's clearly got THC content above the allowance, and that's been busted. I was in our shop last week before, last Sunday, and I went to the wholesalers and went and dropped the stock down to Dave. And a bloke, we started getting a request for loads of fucking mods that's got like a 510, like basically to take a 510 cartridge, like what you would have put back, like a cartomizer thread. So obviously it'll screw into a normal mod. But they're like, I need 7 watts. Now some mods won't fire down as low as 7 watts. And someone either on our manor or somewhere locally shotting off pure THC cartridges.
Fuck.
£25 a cartridge, mate, for 1.2 ml of liquid. The shit in there it smells like fucking proper cheddar. It's like next level fucking Class A drugs, because obviously once you've processed it, it becomes a Class A, which is why I'm surprised they're saying there's Class B drug in that because if it's been extracted, it should be classed as a Class A.
Yeah, the shatter that they use to make the liquid is massively illegal.
So, but then I've seen another article tonight in the Daily Mail where they've stopped a car for a stop and search, arrested and searched his car, and they found a bag of edibles. And it's just, I'd imagine, I doubt if it's cannabis. I'd imagine it's just CBD edibles, but I don't know because it was Daily Mail and they talked anyway. But the headline was, man found with candy cannabis aimed at children to hook them onto drugs. And I was like, fucking get a grip, you dickhead, man. I'm fucking 43, right? I eat my own body weight monthly in Haribo's. What's to do with my age that I like jellies? Do you know what I mean? But then I shared the post today as well about from Good Morning Britain with Dr. Hillary and whatever about
that
report for saying vaping's 97% healthier than cigarettes, rare, and that's all well and good. I had something come up in my time hop about 3 weeks ago from 2 years ago, where they were on about they're going to start prescribing vaping products through NHS, and actually I'd put a bit of a rant up saying all these people that are saying, yeah, that's because it's safe. Actually, it's because Big Pharma and Big Tobacco are starting to fucking now ride the wave and do. And I think we've obviously had a law change regarding CBD in the UK. And they will spend the next 6 to 12 months discrediting it while they get all set up, ready to drop CBD, edibles, oils, liquids, fucking milk, coffee, shampoo, balm, whatever. And then obviously they'll drop it in a big, massive way. That's my opinion. So
Supermarkets and everything like that, every avenue you can imagine.
Definitely. So they'll just put the public off spending their money with the fucking man in the street at the minute, and then they'll just smash it big time in another 6 to 12 months when it's all controlled by Big Pharma.
Yeah, we sort of mention this every week and stuff, and obviously we do the news and we go over the news week in, week out. The new news is massively fucking slowed down. Like, there's no reporting about what's going on in the States. There's fuck all over here. We saw that one negative post last week. It sort of like seems that there is something about to fucking go down because of all the positive press that's out there. Is it too much positive press?
No, mate.
Are they setting us up to fail?
You know what, it'll come in hard, I guarantee. I honestly think this year there's going to be lots and lots and lots of UK companies, independents, that have already sold to Big Tobacco or are in the middle of selling now. I know someone that has sold to Big Tobacco for a nice chunk, and we're talking 5 mil.
Fucking hell.
And they are contract bound to continue to work for that business for 12 months on their existing salary, and there's a confidentiality clause built
like an NDA.
Yeah, so I couldn't say who it was. I wouldn't say it was anyway. He told me because I'm his pal. But yeah, he sold out for 5 million quid. The sales as close as damn it gone through. He'll be working there for 12 months, carrying on as normal, building up the business, doing what he does. And he's not allowed to say that he sold out. And I think that's something that's probably happening on a big scale on the under. Like, you see these people going, yeah, fuck blue. I'm not even fucking using a blue, and fuck ICOS. And I know they're using a liquid that's produced by Big Tobacco. And they don't even know that they're using a liquid that's produced by Big Tobacco because it's still the same brand that they were using before, and rare. But we'll see what this year brings, mate.
Yeah, it's bound to happen, and let's be realistic, it is bound to happen because 5 mil to anyone is 5 mil. And that's the main point of it. That is the massive main point of it, regardless of what, as you said about people saying, we won't use this, we won't use that. It's going to come to it where everybody's using that because that's what it is.
Yep. So we'll see what happens, mate. This is going to be an interesting year, I think. It's mad. Like, we've had, if I look at last year and the 6 months of the year before, from a retail point of view, like the year before last, by far we had our best endless year by a country mile. And then last year, the wholesale side of things, slowed down, but our retail side of endless was higher than it had ever been. And from the shop point of view, generally, we're only coming up to not even 18 months with Dudley, but we're coming up towards fucking end of year 5 for Yardley. And last year was probably a similar turnover to what we've done our very first year. Bearing in mind the boom didn't start until our second year in the shop. Do you know what I mean? That's when shit started changing and things went mental. But like Dudley, for instance, we've on average probably up about 40% at that shop since about November because 2 or 3 stores locally have shut down. And I think this year we're going to see people who haven't got the cash flow to see them through a time where they're going to have to start shutting shops and not doing and whatever. So I don't know. It's going to be an interesting year, mate. See how it spans out. And that says Yardley generally is up. It's not up nowhere near it was when we was at our peak, but it's certainly up as a general across the board. So yeah, I mean, from our point of view, and we've got more shops around Yardley than we've ever had. Dudley's dropped a few, so I don't know. We'll see what happens this year. It'd be interesting.
Yeah, there's definitely lots going on. I'm trying to stall because this person I'm trying to bring in is currently slacking, so I'm stalling as much as I think I honestly what I think people are starting to shit themselves. But I've not had many messages because I think people are sat there going, "Fucking hell, Paul's going to make me look like a right."
No, I don't even know what these questions are. I don't know whether they're vape related, whether they're... If anyone gets a football question against me, I'm going to lose.
Noise.
Listen, so what it's going to be is, so if you want to get involved in the game, I've got my big pen. I'm ready to go with all these questions.
Mate, which of you showed the end of that pen? Because you don't look like a big pen.
Look at the size of the fucking rubber on the thing. I'd say it was Julius, but look at it.
Yeah, that's not just to get them started, though. Just to bore them out a bit, and then you switch it and go for the one, mate.
Right, so anybody who wants to join in on the quiz, let me know. PM me on Facebook. No, it's not a pink dildo. Anybody who asks me in chat, it's not a pink dildo. Well, we could mold it. We could fucking mold it. That's a dildo. That's a dildo. Thanks ever so much for your comments. Yes, if anybody wants to join in on the quiz tonight, PM me on Facebook or message in the chat, and we'll get you on the live. As I said before, Paul knows no questions, no answers, no nothing. People who are coming on the show have already try to get sorted out now. Do not have a clue of the questions or the answers. It is literally just a bit of fun, and just to see if Paul can take on the world. It might have to be that Tash might have to join in if somebody don't come in. Tash, are you ready to take on the man?
Like him on most days. Good. No, fucking quote live on Endless Banter. Yeah, you lot ready?
Right, so I've just sent the link to somebody else if they come in now, because we're having a bit of a mess up. I think it's people who are trying to join. Unless they're scared, we're ready to go. I know I am. Should we do some warm-up questions, Bob?
Should we do
some warm-up questions?
I'll just fucking click out if I'm getting sticky.
Right, let's do some warm-up questions. Let's have you on the warm-up. These are the sort of questions that are going to be asked. So, Paul, the first question is, for £50,000 on the James.
Yeah, 100 people.
Oh, people are saying, Mikey said he's terrified. Michael Brown said he's terrified. Get your sent on. Let's have a giggle. Right, the first question is, who painted the Mona Lisa?
It was fucking. 1 second.
I'll give. All right, what we can do is we can do some clues. It was a film. There's a film made, and it's named after this person. And let's see if get off the phone. Get off the phone. I know. Go on, answer it in chat then if you know it. Answer it in.
I'm thinking. I want to say. Who's the country who chopped his ear off? But I don't. It's not Van Gogh. It's the other fucker.
Well, Michael Brown said Michelangelo. That's incorrect.
It's not Michelangelo. He painted the Sistine Chapel. It is.
Look in the chat.
Leonardo da Vinci.
Boom. Yeah, it's a film. Boom.
I was thinking fucking.
I just want to let you know that this is in the easy side of my book. So if anybody wants to come on, as I said, Paul knows none of these questions, none of these answers. They can be as random as they are, and it's that easy. Let's do a vaping one then. Let's warm up with a vaping one. And the first vaping one is, this is an easy one. What was the size of the first removable drip tip? That's it.
Mate, I know you're going to say the 510.
Yeah, I'm going to say 510, but there is the one.
I'm not having that.
By what
I
size
had
would
a
you say?
C4 that I could change my fucking drip tip on.
Yeah, but that was a screwy fucking top, though, wasn't it?
It's a fucking push fit. It's removable.
So what was it? Push fit?
No, because I had my C4 screwed out. And actually, if you speak to Mr. Sheikh Farhan from Signature Tips, the first tips he ever made was for his own C4. That's what started making him drip tips.
Screw in.
There was obviously saying that. Now, you know what? I'm not having 510. 510 was still a thing then, because even RDAs, like fucking I've still got some in the shop. Some like fucking big cunts, man, that used to go on the Hades and shit like that, the Hades, with a 510 drip tip in and air rolls that were like, you wouldn't even get a piece of 20 gauge canthal through the cunt.
Yeah, I would have said 510 because that was not necessarily the most generic, rather than, you know, because Jan saying 910, but I don't think a 910 had a drip tip though, did it?
What's that?
Like 90 Kato had a 5-1 drip tip. They had a 510 drip tip.
Were they not threaded as well?
No, because it depends. Because you had the borrow tank that you could put the fucking Claros in. You punch the 910s.
Like the Vivinovas and shit like that. They were, yeah. I never ever used one of them cartos that you had to punch, mate. That's fucking.
Yeah, because that were called a 910 cartridge, but it wasn't a 910 drip tip that went it, because they went into like borrower tanks, so it was still a 510 drip tip.
Yeah.
So anybody that's out there that thinks it's a 910, that's the actual carto. That's not the actual size of the drip tip. And I think we've really got people shitting a fucking brick. So if anybody wants to join in,
Walker Brian said he'll come in.
let me see if I can add our first contestant. So somebody just sent me an email. People shitting.
I heard that. He will though. He's a good lad.
Let's have another warm-up question then.
Do you have to have a buzzer or what?
No, what we're going to do is you're going to answer first. The person that is the first one to come in, so the people who come into the live have to get a pen and paper. So make sure you have a pen and paper. If you haven't got a pen and paper in your fucking house, what the fuck are you playing at? So pen and paper, and then you can say the answer, and they need to hold the paper up before you say the answer with their answer on. So we're currently waiting. There is people absolutely shooting a brick.
Come on then, what's another warm-up one?
Should we do another vaping one? Let's do another vaping one.
You're the host, mate. You're the hostess with the mostest. You fucking
Okay. This is another easy one. What was the first sub-arm tank? How long was it before that? We've got our first contestant. Look at it.
It's fucking banging. It's fucking banging, that one is. It's fucking banging.
Right, boys, get yourself a pen and paper, because I know you get a pen and paper on your live show, so I know you should have a pen and paper to fucking hand. Good lads, these lads are prepared. I thought you were shitting a brick.
No, we just got to fucking suss this hangouts.
Well, the first question is, what's Valentine's Day like in Wales?
Woolly.
So are you ready, boys?
Yeah.
Are you ready for this?
Can I turn the volume up a little bit?
Speak louder, boys.
Yeah, we can talk a bit louder, but my phone is fucking shit when it comes to live stream. So's his brain with his fucking passwords.
So it looks like the first round, Paul, is 2 versus 1.
Bring it on.
It's been all my fucking lifetime. So you got your pen and paper ready, boys?
Yeah, got it ready.
Are you accepting the challenge? for Paul
Yes,
today.
yeah, we'll have a
Sean.
go.
What's the prize if they win?
That's just to get. It's whatever they receive in the post or whatever you make up Paul on the spot.
What's
It
their
could
forfeit?
be.
What's their forfeit if they lose?
Full Monty and Expo. Get his chipolata out.
Oh. I reckon we should do a forfeit then. If you don't beat Paul, there's a forfeit. There's got to be a forfeit.
Oh, hang about now. There was this before we joined. Hey, I know how savage Paul can be.
Now, if you lose, I want Nicky just to shave his moustache off. Leave the bird, get his moustache has to come off, so he looks like a bad fucking Amish geezer. No, I'm only joking. We don't need to have forfeit. It's just a bit of a laugh and a giggle.
I bleach my anus.
What's he say?
I'll bleach my anus.
I've seen a meme today that says Kim Kardashian has bleached her arsehole, and it was a picture of Kanye West with blonde hair.
Fucking hell. Fucking hell. So, boys, we need to make sure that you're writing the questions down and holding up your piece of paper before Paul gives his answers, because we're not having none of this.
You need to face it away from me. So when I say it, you can turn it round. So there's no fucking cheating. I know what you Welshmen. excuse the casual racism on a Wednesday night.
I'm just shouting, what?
Right.
The
So,
first question is, whose coat is that jacket?
I don't know where the fucking cardigan.
fucking hell, you lot. You won't get nowhere out fucking chase. We'll just be fucking laughing. So, first question is going to be. Oh, that's fucking well hard.
Oh, fuck, here we go.
Oh my god, that's fucking well hard. I just looked at that question. Went, I don't even fucking know that.
That don't mean it's hard, Tom. It just means you.
Yeah. I fucking got answers. Right. So the first question is, a golden jubilee is celebrated after how many years? Come on, boys. Fucking hell.
He wrote it down. It's only a fucking number.
Yeah, sure of it, because I know the diamond is more. 40 years. Have you? Yeah.
Have you wrote it down? Oh, fucking shouts question. Paul, what is it?
50.
Boom! Paul's in
Is
there
it
with
50?
1
I thought it was 40. I thought the diamond was 50.
No, jubilee, mate. I'm sorry, but my book's not incorrect. Don't fucking start.
How many? I'm going to Google how many diamond is, and I'm having to open a tab here. I haven't got.
Right. If Paul's got a tab, where am the fucking?
No, I'll shut that down afterwards. I've literally opened the tab. How many years is a diamond?
Diamond.
No, it's more than gold. 60 years is a diamond.
60 years, yeah, bastard. I got
Oh,
it first.
fucking hell.
Fucking hell.
Fucking hell. Why are you shouting? Oh, fuck you.
Right. So the next question is going to be, and don't shout out the fucking answer this time. Fucking ruining my game show. I'd fucking boot you off it if you were fucking the chase. Get the fuck off.
Oh, we're the only Welsh bastards that'll come on here, right? Gotta get slow as well, okay? You've got to give us a point.
So, write your answer down, and then I'll tell you when to fucking say it. Don't shout it out. And then you can say it. When Paul says his first, and then you say yours, because yours is written down. So you could fucking change it at the last minute. So if you were wise, you could have been like, fucking 50.
think you come to write down fucking 10 answers. The one that fucking suits.
Fucking hell. Right. So the next question is, which US state is known as the Golden State?
Oh, fuck. Write it down. Write it down.
It's the Golden State, so it's sunny, but America, majority of the states is sunny, so. And if you're in chat, make sure you don't fucking shout it out.
Right. I think so, anyway. Yeah.
I think so.
Down, down, down.
Between two for me. But I'm going to go with. Have you got your answer written down?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to go with California.
And what have you got, boys?
California.
Wait, both got it correct.
Welcome to California. Pressure's on, Paul. Pressure's on.
Not on me, mate. You want behind you, daft cunts.
You have to slip up and then we'll catch up.
Right. So the next question is another general knowledge question. Is how many strings are there on a violin?
Mia!
5, 4, 3,
We're done.
2, 1. Have you wrote it down? Have you got it wrote down?
Yeah.
Paul, how many?
Close that tab first.
Close the tab.
Mate, I'm not on my computer, mate.
He's like, Alexa, how many strings are on the violin?
Yeah, Alexa. I'm gonna say, I think there's 5 on a guitar. I'm gonna say 4.
And what do you get, boys?
Down, down, down.
4 is correct. 4 is correct. Just to
Oh,
let you know, boys.
you know about fucking violins? I thought that would have said. No, there's definitely 2. The one I had fucking 2 strings. It was fucking really shit. He fucking couldn't get a tune out to the fucking thing.
Make a violin. Did we make 40 coils?
Fucking hell. Right. Next question is a vape-related question.
To be fair, if Salam held a violin, it looked like he got a fucking cello.
It's like a big fucking bass. Salam fucking held the violin, he break his fucking back.
Oh, fucking hell. Right. Next one, vape-related question. What was the first 100-watt mod?
Oh no, we fucked him in.
So these boys only started vaping when it was 650 watts.
Does it have to be the full one, does it? Like the name, the brand and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, the actual name of it's dead easy. This
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Have you got it?
Yeah,
Right, Paul.
think.
Paul, what's the first ever 100-watt mod?
I'm going to say Sigeli 100 watt.
And what have you put, boys?
We put the Wismec.
Fucking Wismec was only a twinkling fucking rod then. There wasn't such a thing, was there?
Nope. Wismec is thingy's company in it. What's he called? Fuck
Jabo.
Jabo. Yeah, it was the Sigeli 100, and it was in the fucking name.
No, they've done a 120.
Yeah, they did the 100. The
You
120.
started off less than 100 in
80.
And
They
80.
did 80.
Yeah.
I also think at one point what they did was they reverted when they did the 100 and did a 50.
Yeah, because IPV the IPv2 come out at 50 watt, and then they drop back down to a 50, which was aimed more at a mouth to lung vapor then.
Fucking 50 watt, man. Fucking hell.
You're getting schooled.
Right, next question is a general knowledge question. And if Paul gets this wrong,
I'm still winning. If I get
yeah,
it
and you the question is, it's multiple choice. So it's, where is the Black Country? England, Germany, or Wales?
The what? The black.
The
country?
Black Country, yeah.
Them
Where
two
is-
sat there going, it's fucking Africa.
I was going to say Sudan.
Yeah, where is the Black Country? England, Germany, or Wales? So you can answer that one, boys. You've got one left. And for a bonus point, if you can tell me the exact location of the Black Country, I'll give you a bonus point.
Fuck.
Have you write it down?
Now.
Right,
Mate,
five.
I'm fucking dyslexic, like. Do you know what I mean?
We'll just fucking write down number 1, 2, or fucking 3 then.
Fucking hell. Yeah, England, Germany, or Wales. Have you
Have you
wrote
got
your answer down?
Yeah.
And have you got the bonus answer?
Nope.
Right, okay. So Paul, what is the answer? And can you answer the bonus question for a bonus point?
It is in England, and our shop is bang smack in the Black Country.
No way. Yeah?
And this was a question that's in my book. It's not actually something I've made up. So yeah. 2 points for Paul. What did you put, boys?
Fucking England, Germany. That's his answer. Only
Hey,
because
no,
all of the Germany graves.
Fucking
are
Germany
are black.
went to
That's what
war
I
to
thought.
rid the fucking world of black people, right?
Tommy, you racist bastard. Fuck you motherfucker, you.
So boys, you're currently the scores on the doors is currently 6-3 to Paul. That is the. So he's currently smashing your fucking back doors in, boys. Better get that fucking tash off, Nicky. Right, let's do another general question. Let's make this one a little bit more harder. I'm still in my easy part of my book, so we're
They're
going
only hard if you don't know the answer.
Easy. Fucking call these easy.
This is honestly on the top of this book says easy. That's exactly what it says. So, ooh. I don't, some of these are fucking rock hard. I'm not even gonna fucking lie to you.
Pick one.
Fucking suspense is killing us.
Right, you ready? Next one is, who is the eldest of Queen Elizabeth's children? And if you're not a fucking royalist, I don't think you'll know this. And it's not Philip.
Who's the oldest of Queen Elizabeth's children?
Yeah.
Can we have the names?
No.
It's not a multiple choice question.
Can
The
you
eldest-
make it a multiple choice?
Yes, I'll do it next one.
I can't remember the names.
The eldest.
I think I know these.
To me, this is a question, and you'll just go, as soon as I say the name, you'll go, fuck's sake, why didn't I say that? And it's Queen Elizabeth, the current queen who's in power, who's her eldest child. We'll leave these two at it.
Might be. Or I don't know. I'm leaving that down to you because I think it's.
Have you wrote it down?
No, we can't spell.
Yeah. Well, this is just a guess.
All right, Paul. Who is the Queen's eldest child?
It's out of it's out of Charles and Anne, and I'm not sure which one it is, but I'm gonna say it's definitely not Edward. It's definitely not Andrew, because I know they're younger than Charles. I'll say Charles.
Boys, what have you wrote down?
Anne.
Oh, it's Charles.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
Charles.
You got that down first.
Fucking
You
boom!
got that one down first.
It was Charles.
I fucking thought Anne was older because she got
Guys,
married before him. See?
Guys, look at this.
What? You wrote it down and then crossed it out?
You're not going to believe this, okay? He wrote Charles first, okay? And then he wrote Anne. And then, because Paul said Charles, he goes, fucking, we're going Anne. Thanks for that.
So stars on the doors is 8-3. Right. This one should be an easy one. Complete the sitcom title. Mrs. Brown's.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
This is the Burger Van.
Mrs. Brown's Chong.
Mrs. Brown Sheep.
Barbara.
Have you write it down, boys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paul, what's the answer? Mrs. Brown's.
Boys.
Right, what have you got that down? Burger.
Yeah,
Oh, boys. My burger van.
I saw it. It said boys. So, I think this should be our final question. I think it should be the first to 10. Paul's currently on 9. The boys are on 4.
Two minds each. Get one.
No. Especially not two Welsh minds.
GCSEs all U's and F's. Yeah.
I didn't fucking shit them with.
Right, this is a general knowledge question as well. It's about James Bond. James Bond works for what organisation? MI5, MI6, Special Branch.
Yeah.
Look how confident they are. I know this.
I am going to piss myself if you get this fucking wrong. Paul, what do you think the answer is?
I think it's MI6.
Boys, what have you wrote down?
MI5.
It's MI6. Get out of here!
Prick.
You read that, right? You read that.
So, boys.
I've never watched an episode of James Bond in my life.
MI6.
Can't stand the
Gospel.
Well, for the next contestant, close the tab.
Hey, I've not got a tab open. I swear to God.
He's got his daughter by his legs on a laptop like that.
I'll support it. Really not cheating.
So, boys, just to let you know, your actual defeat means Paul's going to abuse you live on Facebook tomorrow morning.
Fine. That's fine. Hey, there's nothing new there, is there?
The question is, do you want a bonus question? Would you want to try and give yourself a little bit of a push and say you got another question right and give you a bonus question?
Do you know if we answer the bonus question right?
The bonus question, right? We'll do a bonus question at the end, and it's the first one to answer. If they beat me, they'll still get a prize. Can't say fairer than that, can I?
Look at that. Paul, let's get back at book. You know that bit I told you?
Yeah.
What
He's ready.
is it easy at the beginning of the book? Hard in, medium in the middle, and hard at the end?
Easy, medium, and hard, yeah.
Go for a medium one.
Yeah, we dull as fuck.
First the book and do it, Tom. First question.
Mate, you could go for a hard one and say, what is 18 times 3?
I'd still be fucked.
Let's go. Right, okay.
And that, if they took their fucking socks off, they'd have enough toes to count it up between them.
Fucking hell. Do you want a multiple choice?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Nah, because it's got to be first person to shout the answer out.
All right, okay.
You still want to know the answer.
Yeah, no, but it might be the first answer, and then they'll...
Well, I can do a multiple choice question, but you don't get the multiple choice. I'll just say the question.
Now, go on then. Do the multiple choice, and you've got to read all three answers out before anyone can answer.
Right, okay. What colour are the benches in the House of Lords? Blue, green, or red?
Red.
Green.
That was close. That was close. Salam, what did you say?
Green.
Paul, what did you say?
Red.
It's red. See you later, Salam.
Oh, fucking hell.
So you got trashed fucking 11 fucking 4, boys.
Fuck yeah, that's how we like it.
At
You
least
know-
we didn't fucking 11 none. We done better than before.
Fucking hell. So, yeah. Thank you ever so much for coming on. Paul versus the world.
Fucking losers.
Paul fucking were fucking versus the best fucking of Swansea, and we still lost.
The best. Fuck, I wouldn't say that much.
So you all fucking losers. Piss off. Get out of here. Hang your fucking heads in shame. And we'll bring in our next contestant. Thank you, boys, for joining. Really appreciate that. But you have been defeated by Paul. Now get the
You
fuck
are the weakest link.
I'm just saying, right? I never got a question wrong.
Yeah, all right. Don't let
Morning! 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 I think he's been revising all day.
No, this is honest gospel truth.
I swear, right? I swear on my kids' lives, absolute gospel truth. He messaged me earlier on today. I've been busy at work all day. And he messaged me earlier on, saying, "You ready for today?" And I says, "I haven't got a clue what it is, mate. Just don't embarrass me." And he was like, "No, I won't." And even before the show, he was like, "You ready?" I says, "I haven't got a clue what you're asking. I don't know whether they're all vaping questions, general knowledge, where the questions are coming from. I genuinely don't know." That's the gospel truth. I'm just look at them, man. They're fucking well. They're not get scored and they when they lose.
The question is, did you enjoy yourselves? Do you think
Yeah,
this is a cool little thing that we've done? And you know what I mean? Do you think it's worth a bit of a laugh and it's a bit different and all that? Yeah, so.
100%.
And I'm already ready for the fucking round 2.
All
I'm
I'm
already
saying,
ready for the rematch. So when it's ready, you let me know.
all I'm saying is, if I see this as a Facebook Live, you know when it fucking started. Right, let's get our next contestant. Thank you, boys. Really
Thanks
appreciate
for joining.
it.
No, thank you for having us.
guys.
You're welcome. Thank you, lads.
See you later.
See you later, boys. There we go. See? So that was the first 2 contestants. 2 versus 1, and Paul fucking smashed it out of the back. 11-4. Was that as bad as you thought it were going to be, Paul?
No, it's a good laugh, mate. I don't mind. If I get them wrong, we get them wrong. It's not the end of the world.
It is proper good laugh. So we're waiting on our next contestant. I'm going to invite them now. I think with this, it really sort of, because it's not too serious and it's a bit of a laugh. I think it's good fun, especially for me watching, not taking back. Cause I know I'd be fumbling all over fucking players.
I filled this up when I was talking to you a minute ago.
Yeah, have you rinsed it already?
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Right, that's the next person invited. Let's see how long it takes for anybody else. Let's see what chat's saying. We haven't been able to check chat. Everyone. If you could watch the chat, you'd find out the fucking answers because everyone just spamming the answers in the chat. Once again, if you do want to join in, wait.
What are you saying?
How fucking loud have you got to be?
What do you mean?
Right, so we've got another 2 versus 1, or are we having just Nikki?
I don't know. Would you fancy a threesome?
I'd rather just nick her.
Fair enough.
Right. So did you get a chance to watch Nikki and Salam at it before?
I was sat in the living room watching you.
I was trying to figure out this shit.
What do you think? Do you think the questions were easy? Do I need to go a little bit harder? What? Let's have a. What do you want?
I'm mentally retarded, so whatever you want.
what a fucking ass I'm going to right to begin at Buckland.
I can't even spell my daughter's name, so I'm fucking retarded anyway.
Oh, bless you, son. Right, let's get this going. And as I said, once again, while we've got Nikki on, Pixie, make sure you're in fucking shot so you're not telling him fucking answers. And don't read fucking chat because they're fucking telling everyone the answers. Paul,
I'll just stand here and smoke. It's fine. Vape.
Smoke?
Vape, you know what I mean?
Oh.
So, as I said, if anybody wants to join in, drop me a message on Facebook. We'll get you in on after. So we're going to do best to 10. And we'll start with a easy question. Just to warm it up a little bit. And we're going to go with a general knowledge question. So make sure you're ready. Is there any categories that anyone prefers? I've got lots of categories in here. I've got pop,
mountain biking,
food and drink, geography, history, TV, comedies. Paul, is there any categories you feel your strength is in?
More general knowledge actually isn't that good, to be fair. It really isn't, genuinely. So whatever.
Cool. Right, I think Nikki might know this question. So the first question is going to be: someone born on the 1st of October, what is their star sign? Paul, you've got enough kids, so one of them must be born.
A twat.
Right. Did you not watch the way that we did the question? So
right, you need to write it down. No. You want a real answer?
Yes, we want proper answers. Proper answers. We're taking this seriously. You will get booted off the show. We will not air this. You will get kicked off the show.
Right, that's not even legible.
What's he called? Who does the chase? What's his name?
Bradley Walsh, isn't it?
That's it. And Bradley Walsh for the night. Which one do you want to be, Paul? Out of the chasers.
That fucking headmistress looking woman.
Anne, she's got.
I don't know what the names are, mate.
I only know because people are addicted to fucking the jungle, and she was in the jungle last year, so I knew that she was in there. Don't they call her like the mistress or something like that?
Oh, you got.
Anyway, your answer tonight. So you wrote your answer down.
Yeah.
Paul, what's the answer, Paul?
Libra.
Fuck me, I'm that fucking delusional. I fucking lost the answer. Thank you very much, Nikki.
I believe that's my wife's star sign.
Yep.
Is it Libra? Because I fucking lost the answer.
I don't know.
Well, they both said Libra, so they're either both right or they're both wrong.
I originally said twat, but
Where the fuck? Yes, it is. Yeah, I've got it. Yes, it is Libra.
Right, make a score at the top.
Did you even get that right?
Yes, he did.
yeah.
You wrote it down.
I don't know
That's
if
not
you
your
read it.
handwriting. That's Pixie's handwriting. That.
You know, mine's
It's
not
not.
nice. Tell you what, I'll hold 2 devices in the whole thing, and then you know I'm not writing anything down.
Right. Next question is another general knowledge. What do Australians call flip flops?
I know that one.
Paul, what is it?
Thongs.
What have you wrote down?
Thongs.
Wait, look at this. We're neck and neck. After the second question, we are neck and neck.
That's what they call them.
No fucking more than that. Fucking fine.
Oh. Next question. In fashion, what do the initials DKNY stand for? Tash,
I know.
do not answer this.
I know this.
I know this.
I know this.
Write it down then.
I should be allowed to anyway.
Am I allowed to write it down?
Well, is it? Are we 2 against 1?
No, but Nikki against me.
Pixie, I'll know if it's your fucking handwriting.
Where did you Mr. Woodlands here? What's she lurking?
Nikki, do you know the answer?
What?
Have you wrote it down? You don't know it. You don't know.
I know
it.
the
Okay.
answer now because it's been written down.
So that's a point off for you then, lad. That's a point off for you.
I don't care.
Paul, what's the answer?
I think it's Donna Karan, New York.
Karan.
Yeah, that's right. Donna Karan, New York.
It's Karen, not Karan. Karan's like.
It's It's
actually Donna Karan. He's the name of the designer.
Yeah, it's spelled Karan.
Oh.
It's A's, not E's, and even people in the chat put E's. It's A's. It's Karan. It's
I can't
A's.
see the crap.
So Paul is currently running.
Like Salam Alaikum and all that malarkey. She's called Donna Karan.
Oh my god.
Karan. Right. So the next question is the movie question. Who played Frodo Baggins in Lord of the Rings films?
You know that. You know that because of the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh dear.
I've not got a fucking clue.
Nick, no.
I'm gonna. What was his name? What was the character's name?
Frodo Baggins.
Frodo. I don't even know who Frodo is. I know that big fat geezer was in it, but I don't think that's Frodo, is it?
No, that's not right.
Mate, I ain't got a clue. I don't know.
Nikki, what's the answer?
Elijah Wood, aka Salam.
Have you written it down? I did not write it down.
No.
So we are neck and neck with 3-all. The next question is, in American currency, how much is a dime worth?
Oh dear.
Do you know, Nika? Have you got
Yeah.
it down? Yeah. I would say a dime is, I reckon, 5 cents.
That's incorrect. What have you got wrote down,
10
Nikki?
cents.
10 cents.
Yeah.
That's correct. Oh, falls down one.
Only because a fucking Jay and Silent Bob, because they're always on about dime bags.
That's the way you remember it. Right. Paul, you should know this one. What? It's a multiple choice. Salam probably would have got this one as well. What is kulfi? Fruit, vegetable, ice cream.
What is what?
Kulfi.
Got it.
I'm going to say ice cream.
Boom. What you got down, Nicky?
Veg.
It's ice cream. Back to 4-4. This one's a close one. And I hadn't even dropped a vape question yet.
Where are we? I've got it somewhere. Oh, I've lost juice.
It's there.
No, not that juice. There.
Right. This one's a geography question.
Fuck's sake.
I hate geography as well. It's all right.
And it's not multiple choice. What is the largest continent on Earth? What is the largest continent on Earth? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Paul, what do you think it is?
Asia.
Perfect. What have you got wrote down, Nicky?
Africa.
Paul, you're back at one. It's
Boom.
5-4. Currently 5-4.
Oh dear.
I think we should do a vape one. Ready? We're going to do a vape one. And I might not even know the answer to this one. How many Vapor Expos have there been?
Which expo are we on about? In general?
The Vapor Expo, yeah. The
The
Vapor
one we
Expo, yeah. Birmingham.
The one we care about.
Right.
The one we care about.
Rude.
And because I think it's a guess. I think the answer to it is, I think it's a roundabout. So I'm going to give to the closest one. So the closest one. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Paul, what's your answer?
9. No.
10.
Yeah. Show us your answer on paper, Nico.
What's your answer?
Can you actually see that?
Is that 12?
No, it says 10, you dick. It's just really bad writing.
Well, it's the number that I said in my head was 7. So the closest is Paul with 9.
Ah.
Because we've not always had 2 in 1 year.
No, but I
Only the
think
first year. wasn't there?
no, there weren't. There was
only one in the first year.
there was one the second year as well. But I think I mean I might be wrong, but I think there was 3 annual events, which was 3, and then we've done 3 years of 2, which was 6, which is why I said 9. But I might be wrong as well. I mean, it's definitely more than 7, Tom, because there was at least 2 singles, and then it went into doubles. But I'm thinking there might have been 3 singles, because I don't think we actually ever went to the very first one. I think we went to the second one, first time.
In chat here says 2015 1, and then 2016, 2017, 2018 was 2.
That's right, there was only one.
Nah,
in the first year.
that's not right. Definitely not right, because we went to the 2 annual ones consecutively, and then it went into 3. So if Dale's saying there was 3,
Can't even find it on Google.
Dale's saying there's definitely 3, then 2014 was the first one. 2015 was the one when I went and met Dale there, but there was one before that.
So what would that make that 8? It's still
Yeah.
fucking close anyway. He said 10.
Yeah. Yeah, so there's definitely been 3 lots of 2, and then I'm 99% sure there was 2 before that. When I went and met Dale, when you were with Dale and Zoe and with the Dale Mal t-shirts and that was actually the second expo. That weren't the very first one.
Is that when Tom come and see us? And he wouldn't
That was when Tom was an ignorant motherfucker myself.
Ball, that was like fucking nearly 5 years ago. We're gonna let that sleep. Well, currently Paul's up 6-4. Oh, right. Next question is a vaping one. This information is out there, and I believe Nikki should know this question, and Paul definitely should know this question.
I said to Tasha before that we started this, Nicky's a dark horse, man.
Right. What was the month?
I'm about to shower today.
What was the month and the year the first Endless mod dropped?
Oh.
The month and the year.
What month's are we?
November.
I can't remember. I know what month. I 100% know what month it was. I can't remember what fucking year it was. No.
Sure. No.
Get off Google.
I don't have to early.
Get off Google.
I'm not on Google.
Is that?
We're not on Google. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Paul, what month and what year?
I think it was November 2014.
And what have you got down?
November 2014. Because I have a V1 in the front room.
Yeah, that you brought last week.
No, I bought it like 3 weeks ago. Thank you very fucking much. It's not my fault you don't sell them no more.
Right, we've got another vaping question. And
Is the billet box worth the money?
that's not the question. That is not the question. That is the opinionated question. That's not a factual question. What was used for wicking before cotton?
No, you know this. No.
And for anybody in chat who doesn't know what it is, cotton is actually quite new. It's not an old thing. It's quite new.
Yeah, it's when Tom was an elitist.
Really? You reckon? I thought it was a type.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Paul, what is it?
Have you got your answer right there, Nico?
Yeah.
I'm going to say silica.
What have you wrote, Nikki?
Silica.
For fuck's sake. So we're currently at 8-6. And I feel like I should throw some sort of fucking curveball. And I'm going to throw a general knowledge question in here. In which English city would you find the Alhambra Theatre? Bradford, Leeds, or Sheffield?
Yeah. Think about it.
I was like, fuck that, do I know?
What's it called?
I don't believe any of them three places.
Hang on, do any of them 3 places speak fucking English?
Fuck off, I live in Leeds, watch your mouth.
So that was Leeds counted out then.
Leeds, Sheffield, and Bradford are the
What's it called? The Alhambra?
The Alhambra. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Got an answer, Nico?
Yeah.
Absolute stab in the dark, Bradford.
Nicky, what you got?
Shitfield.
What Sheffield? Sheffield. It's Bradford. It's
Fucking
Bradford.
Go on, son. Go on, son.
Bradford. Right. We're going to go for another vaping question. And we're currently scores on the doors are 9-7 to Paul. So Paul, you get this question right, you win.
Come on.
What mil capacity was the first ever Nautilus?
Got an answer, Nico?
Yeah. It's probably wrong, but yeah.
Paul,
I'm going to say 5 mil.
Nicky, what you got wrote down?
4 mil.
And the answer is 5 mil. So I'm sorry to say, no contestant has failed in beating Paul
We
against
still beat Slam and Nicky though, right?
You got 7. You got 6, and Paul got 10. So yeah, Paul, I think you may have got one question wrong so far. And again, I will state, Paul knows none of these answers, none of these questions. This is not fixed. So yeah, Nicky, thank you ever so much for joining us. You were defeated by the man. Thank you for coming on, and we'll get the next contestant.
See you later then.
Love yous.
See you later.
Bye.
Lads.
There we go. There's another. You are currently wearing the belt right now. You are wearing the world title belt. Right, let's see who can get in next then. I'm here. Can you see me?
Yeah. I just flicked over to the chat.
Right, let me send over the link. I'm getting messages now saying, "Can I come on? Can I come on? Can I come on?"
Embarrass me now.
I went a bit heavy on the fucking general knowledge questions because, as you said, Nicky is a bit of a dark horse. He does know his shit, and he is a bit of a dark horse. So I try to stick to a bit of general knowledge then. But we're getting on all right. Oh, we've got a challenger. We've got a challenger. We've got a challenger. I told you, your inbox is fucking filling up. Right. Let me send this challenger the link. Have you ever get my? Have you seen people? If you look into our group chats, there's people getting smart here. Maybe I should challenge Paul. Maybe I should. See.
We'll do this one to 5, and then we try and get another couple on before we finish at 10.
Cool. Right, I've sent the link. Let's await the new challenger. I think this one's going to be a good a good one. I think this one's going to be a good one. You ready, Paul? Get some more vape questions going. Let's get some more vape questions going. The person just sent me a message back saying en route. Oh. This is what we call a vape break, which is advertising. There's adverts. If you want to go to do we not? Shit. Hi, friend. Oh, shit.
I knew it was going to be fucking Mr. Wilkinson on.
I wanted to join in.
You're more than welcome, mate.
Cheers, mate. Let me get my fucking charger though. I don't want to die halfway through panning you.
Fucking pointing to the get-go, that is.
Where's the charger? Look, shit's getting serious.
It's not Fortnite, lad. Calm down.
I can hate that game, mate. I can't deal with that game. Oh shit! I'm all over the place here. How's tricks? All good.
Not too bad, mate. Not too bad. Apart from that fucking cunt eating my car down to school yesterday, but.
Oh, I've read that. Fuck. Do you know what? And every word you put in that, I can see you fucking doing and saying.
I lost my shit bad down there, mate, to be fair. I was cunting and fucking in front of many school children. And Ava coming from school yesterday saying, how embarrassing. all of preschool was watching out the window while you was up in the man's face.
Fucking messy Ivor.
I can see Ava giving it this now.
Yeah.
Ava didn't throw your mind out, Dad.
Oh, God. Fucking dickhead. Still, I can't even go on about that. It'll kill the rest of the show.
Right, you ready?
Definitely.
Oh, I need a pen.
Yes, you need a pen and paper. And please don't tell me you ain't got pen and paper.
It's too pro for me, this. Why do we have a pen at this house? Fucking Stone Age technology.
I bet you've got a pot of fucking Mont Blanc somewhere.
I've got a pen.
You're a Sharpie.
I can't find a fucking pen. You're Jod, you don't know any general knowledge. You don't have to worry about cheating.
Right, so the first question that we're going to do is going to be a vaping question. And the question is, what watts does the Vamo V2 go to?
You fucking dickhead.
You had a Vamo?
I quit on a Vamo.
Tom does.
What questions I sent you, Tom?
Fucking hell.
You write it down, Dale. Paul, what watts does the Vamo V2 go to?
Not many, man. I'm saying 15 watts.
Dale, what have you wrote down?
15.
Bang on, 15 watts.
V1 15 as well, or 13 and a half?
I'm not sure what the V1 was.
I think it was 13 and a half, so you should have fucking asked that question.
When the Vamo V1 came out, I was turning my Lambert up to 4 watts.
Fucking hell. Right, we're going to go for a general knowledge question. And it's going to be, what river flows through the city of Liverpool? The Mersey, the Trent, or the Tyne? Dale, I expect my fucking check through the post.
This is just an uneducated guess based on the name.
Paul, what do you think it is?
Mersey.
Dale?
Mersey.
Fucking hell, both correct.
I knew that because of the Beatles song.
I just went for Merseyside. I'm shit like that.
Mate, I never even, it's only now you've just said that I even associate Merseyside with being at the side of the Mersey River. That's how fucking stupid I am. That's the gospel truth. That is. Well, didn't they sing "Ferry Across the Mersey" or something? Beatles.
Yeah, across the Mersey.
Yeah.
Right, general knowledge. What does a cobbler make and mend?
Is that your answer, Dale?
Yeah.
Shoes.
Shoes.
Fuck's sake! Next question. Next question. It's a very related question. Next question is a very related question. How much money has Dale got in his bank?
Fucking, I do like a pen and paper. I need a fucking calculator.
That was a joke. That was a joke.
£3.20.
Oh,
Fuck off. They said your account, not the joint account, Dale.
right. We're gonna do another vaping question.
He says, fucking Googling it.
I've run out of questions. Fuck is, I'm gonna do a general knowledge then.
What fucking house here?
It's only a king show.
Oh, here you go. Maris Piper and King Edward's are variants of which vegetable?
Easy as well.
Fucking hell, Thomas.
Broken computer.
Have you got an answer, Dale?
Yeah.
Potatoes. Potato.
Fucking Salam could have got all of these right.
Right.
He wouldn't have got Mary's Piper. He'd have been saying, that's not a fucking vegetable. This is a fucking man. A fucking person.
All right. Which UK rapper topped the charts in 2011 with Stay Awake?
Don't ask her, she'll turn fucking lights off.
Don't ask Alexa, she'll turn the fucking lights off.
Alexa, turn the lights off.
Jason had all of them sitting out.
Just turn my fucking lights off. I forgot that I'd got one as well.
Relax.
Relax.
Mate,
Is that a command?
Yeah.
it's a routine. So if I say relax, it puts both the lamps on. If I say good night, it turns them both off. If we say turn the little lamp on, it turns the little lamp on.
Alexa, relax.
There we go.
Have you got an answer to this question then?
What was the question? What
Who?
rapper? What UK rapper?
In 2011, topped the charts with a tune called Stay Awake.
I don't even know if this cunt were about then.
Don't think he was.
I'm not big into my UK rap, if I'm honest.
Mate, I'm on your level, mate.
The only rapper I fuck around with is a Kit Kat one.
I've stopped eating Kit Kats because I struggle to peel the tinfoil off when I'm driving. I know Eminem is not UK, so I've ruled him out of the. I'm gonna 2011. That's a long time ago, isn't it? 7 years ago.
This guy probably wasn't around then.
I'm gonna say.
Isn't that what's his face that came out around then? Who you got?
Him.
Mm.
Saying that you were about when I was in school, this is fucking hard. This. We were still knocking about then. I know.
What's the song called? Yeah.
What's the song? Stay away.
Stay awake.
Stay away. Sing
5,
the song.
4, 3, 2.
Sing the song, Tom.
I don't fucking know the tune.
Shut up.
It was a tune out. It was a question out the book.
Fucking wigger back then.
Listen, I've never ever listened to this guy's music, and that's how much you can know that it's who it is. You ready? Paul, have you got an answer, Paul?
Is it that Leeds MC Gatling?
You dickhead.
Shades on.
Did it involve him keeping his shades on?
No. Right, put your hands up, Paul. No.
Tiny temper.
Let's see your other. What did you cross
First
out?
one was Stormzy,
Yeah.
and I thought he's too young. Then I went for Dizzy, and then I think I were about an hour in school, so that were about 30 years ago.
The only other person I could think of was Titchy Stroider, but I really haven't got a clue, mate. I don't know.
The answer is example.
I don't even know who example is.
He's irritating. He looks like Sophie Ellis Bextor's brother. Like he'd been whacked with a bin.
Right, this one's a vaping question. Who is the designer of the K-Fun? What's the company name of the designer of K-Fun?
That fucking long, silly name. Mate, the person who designed my K-Funds was Coinbright. But I can't. It's something like something like, I don't know. I can't. I wouldn't know what it. I know it's begins with S. It's got a V in there, but I don't know. Wouldn't know how to pronounce it for the love of money.
Dale, do you know it?
So messed up.
That's it. So Paul, he was on the right line, so we give you that one.
Nah, give Dale that point. I knew it was an SV and something, but I didn't know. I thought it was for.
I can't spell it. That's not spelt right at all.
It's not spelled. Well, then we'll share the points.
I think it's a Swiss company that make it.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
The company I got them off was Boy Switzerland on the map on a picture. It's just a bit to the right of Switzerland.
Just down from Russia.
Yeah. Just a touch.
Our dad was an elitist then as well, weren't
No, it's Tom knew that because Tom was up his own arse back in them days. Tom would go and use like fucking hand cleaner if someone brushed past him with the clone.
Listen, we all can change our minds. We can all go broke. Right. The next question, which has totally fucking gone out my fucking head. Oh, for fuck's sake. This is a vaping question. Where was the first ever vape fest?
Where was he?
Yeah. Well, the first public one, very first public one, because the very first one was in a pub.
You prick! You just took my answer. My answer was.
I'm going to say the Sheffield.
That was the very first vape fest. Was in a pub.
Yeah, but which...
Barnsley.
No, it wasn't Barnsley.
Sheffield or somewhere, Rotherham or somewhere like that.
Nope, it was in the middle of the country.
No, was it Derby or?
Nope.
Is it the pub one or the open one?
It's not the one that's currently in the field. The one that they're currently doing the field.
I know that the very first one was in a pub somewhere like Tamworth or somewhere like that, The second one wasn't at Shrewsbury Showground, but I haven't got a fucking clue where it was.
Tamworth.
Oh, was it at Tamworth?
Tamworth. It was at the hotel opposite the main pub they did the first one at.
Question 7A. Where's the next one?
Yeah. We're having it at our shop. I've got 2 bales of air coming in.
7 for nowhere.
We can have it in our shop, and if you want a glass of Coke, it's £649.50. You're not allowed to bring your own refreshments, so fuck you all.
Fucking hell. Let's go back to general knowledge, because you two know your shit. Complete the 2004 Will Young song.
Right.
Fridays, child, here or alive.
What? What? Complete the what?
It's complete the 2004 Will Young song, Fridays, and then the 3 multiple choice is child, here or alive.
Okay.
Will fucking Young, if you two get this, how could it be disgraced?
Think I better leave right now. You got an answer, Mr. Wilkinson?
Yeah.
I'm going to say child just because none of the others make fucking sense.
Child.
Is it child?
Here's another one for you. Who was the first company to make Cherry Tunes e-liquid?
And you know this is fact.
Well, yeah.
Everyone knows the company name, but it might not have been the first.
Cherry Tunes. And it was called Cherry Tunes.
No, it's got something else. But if I tell you the fucking name, you're going to know it.
Mate, if you're talking about Red Astaire, it tastes fuck all like Cherry Tunes.
That's what it was based off.
It's meant to be, though, isn't it?
But it tastes nothing like Cherry Tunes.
Shiny Viper made the first fucking Cherry Tunes, then Sweden Cherry Mental.
Yeah. I'd say Red Astaire, but actually for me, it tastes nothing like Cherry Tunes. And I've never tasted a liquid ever in my life that tastes like Cherry Tunes. I'll tell a lie, I did. I tried one not long ago. And it's the only liquid genuinely that tasted like properly like Cherry Tunes. And even like tuned in cherry by V Juice. That was probably in their top 3 selling liquids. And it tastes fuck all like Cherry Tunes to me. It's just a cherry mental type thing. Bit like our own one. It's similar sort of flavour, but Red Astaire. What I will say though, in fairness, Red Astaire was the flavour on Red Astaire at the time when everything tasted like dog shit was just next level, weren't it? It was.
Well, I've just got to let you know we're currently on 9-9.
Right, this one, there's no buzzer, no writing down. First up, best dressed man. First one in with the answer. What's your buzzer going to be, Dale? Dale's got. I'm going to have air vacuum.
Right. So the question is.
Wait, whoa, I'm drinking, man. I've got my already.
Let me make sure. In slang, how much in money is a monkey? Do you know what? If I said Dale, I'd be biased. Then Paul, I'd be biased. So, Paul, what's your answer first off?
500 quid.
500
Dale.
quid.
For fuck's sake. Well, we've got fucking 10 of 10. We've got to do one more fucking question. And I'm going to make sure this one's fucking hard.
I know a joke about that. The man goes to, while you find a question, the man goes to the bank. No, I need to think about these jokes. I'll fuck it up.
Do you know how I learned what a monkey was?
What?
Speaking of you. I've never heard of a fucking monkey, so I started speaking of brummies.
Yeah, that's because you always used to talk about £1,000. I could only have a fucking 400 quid. You couldn't. Now, a bloke goes to the bank and says, I need to borrow some money. And he said, why? He said, I got no food. He said, I caught a chimpanzee last week. He says, on Tuesday, he says, and I had one of the arms on Tuesday, one of the arms on Wednesday, one of the legs on Thursday, and the other leg on Friday. Saturday and Sunday, we ate the body, and on Monday, I had to eat the head. And the bloke says, well, if you can't manage on a fucking monkey a week, there's fuck all I can do for you. It's a fucking good joke that is there. I should get extra bonus points for that.
Yeah, you know, I'd never referred to any value of money as a monkey or a bag. That's one I've picked up from Brummies. Like, the amount of times I'll go, Oh, it's 2 bags or 3 bags or.
Mate, when I was a kid, a bag could have been anything. It depends what was in the bag that you snatched off the Provident man. It could have been 200 quid, 600 quid, 40 quid.
Right, so we're going to have this as the final question, and we need to have hands in the air because fucking listening to you two shouting, I fucking talk. First one with hand in air, right?
How are you going to see what's 2 screens at the same time?
I can see two. I can see two.
But you can't hear us separately.
No, because it cuts you out.
Uh,
When you speak, and they'll speak at the same time, it cuts you out.
well, who did it cut out fucking last, you prick? Fuck's sake, Tom. If you're going to do this again, you've got to wear a dicky bow that spins round.
Right. Well, so first one with the hand fucking up.
Do that.
Ready?
Peter Kay thing.
Fucking hell. Hello.
Ready?
Hitler. Christ, it stuck to my head.
What is the highest rank in British Army?
Mate, I literally, your internet shit, and I did not hear that question. I swear, literally, you just crackled when you spoke then.
Right, let me get another fucking question then.
What was the question?
What is the highest rank in the British Army?
The fucking Queen, mate. I guess is it general or
Dale, what was your answer?
General.
Sergeant, so you fucking both wrong.
That's what you get. Copy me, you cunt. Copy the answer.
You ready then?
Yeah, I'm ready.
I don't know if to fucking give off an hard question.
Why you give us a different question each?
No, I'm giving the same. I'm giving you the same. I just want to make sure. Ready? Who was the youngest member of the Beatles? Go on. What is it called?
I'm going to say George Harrison.
Bang on. Perfect. That's it. Yeah, that's it.
What would you said, Dale?
Exact same.
Yeah, he knows that's the right answer.
He did have his hand up as well, to be fair. Dale was fast on that one.
Love the Beatles. Genuinely. There's nothing newer than Elton John in my car, really, apart from that Lady Gaga song that's just come out. That's pretty good.
I only ever listened to the radio order, and I've got one CD that's been in there it's been in my cars for the last 3 years, which is my Bashment Trap Christmas CD that I play every Christmas for the kids because they love it. With some 30 drops in. It's like proper expo music.
And some Gatlin.
I do play Gatlin every now and again just to reminisce about Tom's ability. Thomas, someone sent me a link earlier of a new mix of the song.
Well, it's not a mix of my song. It's a mix of all the different.
Mash up any of all different
rappers, yeah. But yeah, we don't highlight like Shaq that put stuff like that out there. That fucking trying to embarrass me and that. So you two, Joe, I don't think we can have a winner on this one.
Well, thank you very much for having me.
I'll set up for a draw with Dale.
Thank you very much. I've had a laugh.
You're welcome. Thank you for coming on. It was nice to see you.
You too. Nice to see Tom moving.
Thanks, appreciate that, mate. Now, fuck off. See you later, dude.
See you later. Cheers, Dale.
So, out of the 3 contestants, there's a draw on the final one and 1 on the 2. So what did you think of that? Honestly, what did you think of doing something like that?
Me and Dale need to have a fucking re-challenge next week. But you need to send me the questions first so I can beat you.
There's honestly in that book there's like proper random questions.
But the reality is, right, a question is only random if you don't know the answer. I know some proper random facts. That could be a question that someone would go, how the fuck would you ever know that? I wouldn't even know why I got the answer to the question. Then other things like the Elijah Wood one. Anyone who's watched Harry Potter would think that's a dead easy question, but I've never watched Harry Potter because I'm an adult. So,
and it was Lord of the Rings before anybody says, "Oh, you fucking jack," because another go,
was it Lord of the Rings?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've never watched the one. I watched something of the Rings, but it was nothing to do with the Lord of the Rings. It was a fucking somebody getting the fucking arsehole bashed
It
out.
was his Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. One was called King of the Ring.
So we're on 2 minutes 10, and we've got to finish the show with status of the week. The status of the week. You've been slacking at the minute, Paul. You've been slacking.
That's how you know I'm genuinely busy, man. I'm not even throwing up shit on my statuses. And
the best one this week was, you've all heard of Rate My Plate. My new page is Score My Whore.
Apparently, there's a page called Score My Whore, but I genuinely didn't know.
No, but it literally got about 7 members, and I swear to God, someone probably created it as you put that status up, because it literally got about 5 to 7 members.
I was trying to, like, back in the day on the 50 Shades of Burn, we used to do Smash Your Pass, and we actually had the domain smashyourpass.co.uk. I've still got that domain. And I was thinking last night, like, Rate My Plate comes up in my newsfeed daily, mate, and there's like 30,000 comments on these. People are getting torn new arseholes. Did you see how Carol's fucking egg bacon and fucking... did you see? Carol's fucking bacon made the news, mate. That's how fucking bad this shit is.
Do you know who I think started this, though? White Yardie.
Nah, Gordon Ramsay. He does it on Twitter.
Gordon Ramsay does Rate My Plate on Twitter, or fucking Roast My Roast or something. But Bobby Sorrell on Dripax, he does Roast My Roast, man, and he's fucking funny. I mean, Bobby Sorrell, he's a funny geezer. Simple as, man. The bloke is hilarious. But he does Roast My Roast.
It was, what did he put on your stairs the other day? Something about pink pussy hats. I was fucking cracking up.
Bobby Sorrell, he's funny, man. He's a funny geezer. Proper funny.
Well, I think we should do that again. There's a nice little test run of doing the quiz.
I'm just about going to dip off and set up Score My Whore.
Trust me, it is out there, but it does have like 7 fucking members. As soon as you said it, I thought Paul's going to fucking jump on this and make it. I swear to God, I thought he's going to do it.
I didn't even search it to see. I was trying to think of things that rhymed, that could be like Rate My Plate, Roast My Roast. And then I was trying to think of one for bitch, but I couldn't think of anything to rhyme with bitch that made any sense. And I was like, Score My Whore. But then I thought there's bound to be a fucking massive page out there for that.
No, there isn't. We're in, so get on it. So, guys, thank you so much for joining us this week. It's been a random one, but it's been a funny one nonetheless. We will do this again in the future, not next week, but in the future. If you do want to get involved and join us on it, you're more than welcome to come on and have a giggle with us, and more chance of winning a prize. This week, Paul is currently holding the world title belt, being undefeated. So if you think you've got the balls and you think you've got the knowledge, come and challenge Paul. So thank you for joining us again, Paul. Really appreciate you coming on and having a giggle with us and being...
You're welcome. Thank you for doing a quiz night.
It's just random. We've been on about it for ages, so I thought we'd do it. It is a giggle, and I need to get some more questions that ain't general knowledge so we can test people. So
general knowledge is good, man, because it's like say you either know it or you fucking don't. I suppose that like it's the same with vape. I was thinking, was the Vamo 2 13.5 watts? Because I know things like the Inakin, what was there? That was 13 watts.
Was that the box?
No, sorry, that was 20 watts. They've done an SVD.
Yeah.
Which was static.
Was it the Cool Fire 1 that was 13.5 watts?
No, because I think the Cool Fire was static, weren't it? It weren't adjustable. Then they brought out the Cool Fire 2, which was like a fucking grenade.
Grenade and the screws on it, yeah. That might be 13.5.
I think they were 13.5 static. And then I'm sure the SVD, is that what it was called? The Inakin SVD, which was like a Cool Fire, but it was digital. And it come with an iClear 30B on it.
Was that the box one where I did it on the side?
It was like it come out the same sort of time as the 1-3, but it come out after the 1-3-4.
No, it wasn't digital. It was lights the same. It was the fucking traffic lights, and it always came with that fucking green. Was it a 30? It wasn't a 30S. It must have been a 30. 30B. Yeah. That was lights. Yeah, that was lights as well.
Sure, that was 20 watts.
That was fucking 18350 on it.
Nah, 18650.
Which one was that? Was because there was it was both because you could have different bottoms. I'm sure you could have different bottoms.
You might be right, mate.
I'm sure you could run it taller and smaller. I'm sure you.
Yeah, you know what? It was actually fucking Signature Tips bought out an extension for it.
Yeah, but then Inikin went and released it themselves, didn't they?
After Shake.
Sure.
But I think that was a Core Fire 1. That was for a Core Fire, not for the SVD. Came with definitely 18. I'm going to have a look before we
go. Then you have the VTR where you slid the fucking.
Yeah, the VTR was fucking badass. I love that. I had one of them. I never had a 134.
Somebody came up with a 134 today. Was it today or yesterday on Facebook? We're selling it 50 sheets, and do you know his comment to that one? You can agree with this. He said, "I'm selling it for 50 quid. As it's obviously some people might know what it was," and he said it's still less than what I paid wholesale, and he's selling it 50 quid after fucking 4 or 5 years.
The SVD V2 20-watt kit. That was like my first decent regulated outside of.
Oh shit! Yeah, because the buttons are on either side, weren't they?
I remember going into a geezer that wholesaled stuff with that, thinking I was like the fucking dirtiest vapor on the planet. And my man had a Castle mech mod and blew a cloud, and I was like, "What the fucking hell is all that about?" I swear, and I come out of there with the fucking with the Cronus. That was this. Still got the Cronus, which was our first mech mod.
Inikin ITS SVD was released in 2014.
Yeah.
Fuck, 5 years. Fuck. March as well, so it's coming up to its 5th year. Fucking hell. Don't time fly. Anyways, enough of reminiscing because we'll be here all fucking night talking about clearizers and all shit we've all done, and there's people in here that don't even know what a CE4 is. CE3, wait till you see CE3. Right, so we're out of here. Thank you ever so much, everybody, for joining us. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, and we'll see you next week.
Peace.